Okay, hey guys, I'm going to be doing a VOD review here for my friend Corrupted. This is going to be one map, just one map review, and I'm going to try and go over as much as I can. Hang on, let me get my notes open here. I've already looked through it, and I'm just going to go over it with some commentary here. I'm going to be nitpicking a lot of small things. I'm not really going to be looking at mechanics or aim or things that your teammates do that you can't really control. Because there's no point in doing that. You can't like immediately fix those things. Anyway, this is going to be a competitive match from Masters. I think the average here is in Masters. So just for context for anyone watching this, let's go.
All right, let's get them, boys.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah, Zara, just whenever you have the bubble for me, just let me know.
You mean my ult?
Bubble.
No, the bubble.
The E?
shield.
Winston jumping, Winston jumping. Can we focus Monkey here? Monkey's
Alright.
half.
All right.
Okay, right there, the Helix. I think that this Helix damage usually isn't going to be worth it, because it can't possibly execute the monkey from the HP that he was at, and you've already used your heal. So now you have both of your cooldowns, like both of your key cooldowns on, like, not available, and any diver, Genji, Tracer, Sombra, can easily jump you here while you're vulnerable and you have no cooldowns, and you want to have at least one to defend yourself, especially the Helix for the potential kill. In this case, you hit the Zen, and the Tracer ended up killing him. She just finished him off, so it works out pretty nicely. What I think is Sombra comes up here,
I'll tell you.
That's okay.
and she goes for your
Nice,
Mercy.
Good kill. Good kill, Tracer.
How low she gets her.
I'm
Yeah, she didn't get her that low. She got it to like 60% because she walked into the Winston bubble. If that Winston bubble was not there, she could have either killed the Mercy or even gotten her to a point where she's executable by the Genji who's close by. So since you didn't have Helix, she wasn't really like in danger early enough. So she if that went, like I said, if that Winston bubble wasn't there, she would have been able to probably get that pick onto the Mercy or you. If the Mercy wasn't even there and say some Tracer was there or the Sombra decided to go for you instead, you don't have any of your cooldowns. You can't defend yourself, and they can easily get you down to like 50 HP very quickly, like before any of your teammates can even react. And that 50 HP is plenty dead if another hero comes to help you or help the diver to kill you, like a Genji. So basically, what you want to do is usually save your Helix if you can't execute someone, just in general for flankers, especially Tracers, because they're going to have a low HP pool, and if you direct them, 120 damage, it's very, very good for peeling.
I'm on her. She's half. Holy shit, my tracking.
Right here, this Winston, you see him jump out from the middle of your team. He was right in the middle of your team a few seconds ago, just zapping them, doing some harass. He probably already used his bubble, and got discorded, and he decided to leap out. You have to assume that he's low here. You don't hit him, so you can't see his HP, but wouldn't have leapt out if he didn't feel threatened. So what you can do is, since he drops here, you can run to the front of the diner, play a little more aggressively. You have your heal station back up. It came back up off of cooldown, and you can try and execute him from the front of the diner. You do a lot of damage here, especially against the Discord Winston. And even if you can't get the execute on him, he's still free ult charge. He's a lot of ult charge, and you can do a lot of damage to him and force a lot of heals. I mean, yes, it gives the supports some ult charge, but the potential execute is usually worth going for, especially when you're so safe here. He gets healed and jumps back up.
I'm at 80 on my
I have it.
Monkey's lit.
I'm gonna skip ahead a bit because there wasn't much
All right, somewhere behind. Copy.
that I wanted to point out for the next minute or
That's
so.
at 60. 75. Genji's to the far left. Nice pick.
Lucian's in the game.
Yeah, the Lucio's low.
Genji's about half. Genji's about half. Up top.
Look at this
half.
Genji, he's farming some ult.
I'm an animal. I got my all.
Yeah, I've almost got mine. Hang on, it's a 90.
Just spamming like
Yeah,
crazy.
that's what
Alright, let's see what we see him.
Counter-
Oh, there he is.
counter them.
Sees you, he knows you're up on the diner.
Good.
coming after me.
Alright. Basically, the second he uses dash, you were dead. You had no way of surviving. 0% chance. But generally, just a general tip with Soldier, if you're always going to want to try sprinting instead of trying to heal through the sword. You'll almost never be allowed to heal through a sword because the Genji will have to miss the second slash, which is really hard to do. It's possible to juke a sword by predicting the angle of their dash and throwing them off, but this Genji in particular actually dashed into slash range and saved his next dash in case he did lose range on you, so you had no chance the second that he dashed. So what you could have done is avoid this whole situation. What I want to point out is that you were standing in the same place for every team fight, every engagement, and the Genji like hardly had to do any scouting to know where you were, where to dash to. This map is very close quarters and it has a lot of flanks, but there is a safe spot over near the wood, especially when you have tack visor, because you want to be really safe and kind of at a large distance when you use tack visor because you don't have to do that micro tracking. That's really difficult to do for other distances. So you could have hid near the rocks near the wood on the right side of this on this point until the fight started. The Genji and Winston maybe used their abilities. They jumped in. You come out late with your tack visor, and you could have potentially gone a visor onto the Genji, and turn the fight around. That with just positioning. In general, like hiding and randomizing your position on hit scan heroes is very, very useful in this meta where there's dive, just against dive, as you're going to be a very, very like high priority target. You're the most damage on the team, Soldier. So let's move on.
Just played up top. Or just stay hidden.
Again, I'm going to speed up for a bit.
I'm coming back with Blade. I should be able to make it in time. I'm going to wait for a second to give her Mercy. Give her Mercy a boost. There you go. Come on.
There's some small things here, but I'm not really going to pick on them. Not significant.
Nice. Watch the monkey.
I could use some heals, yeah. Get just one hit. There we go. It's just Monkey and Zarya.
Monkey's low. Their monkey's lit.
Like he kind of lost track of the monkey here.
Watch the
He
monkey.
jumped up,
I could use some heals.
and you ended up killing the Genji
One
anyway,
hit, there we
which
go.
is okay.
It's just Monkey and Zarya.
Monkey's low. Their monkey's lit.
It's not that big of a deal.
Monkey, Zarya, Lucio, sorry. We have res. Down point if we need to.
Alright, down point, down point.
We have res. Monkey's one, there we go.
You do a really good job this game of not fitting the Zarya energy.
I can't. I was hacked. Fucking Somber Dog. I hear Genji up top, yep. Somber behind as well. Somber's lit. Somber. Genji's no dash, no, that's fine.
Okay,
Oh,
So you're down
shit, I was
two.
about to press my Q. My bad.
almost 3. Now 3. You get discorded, and you kind of drop your heal, and you just kind of chill.
Please, dude.
And then they switch their attention to you and you die immediately. Basically, the second that this Discord goes on you and you're already down heroes, you just have to run. You have to do a 180 and book it. Just line of sight that Discord as fast as you possibly can. If you do this, you will likely live, and you can potentially bait an overextension from their divers, which in this case would have been their Genji. If he continued to chase you when you have no Discord on you, and you have a heal station, one of your teammates who died earlier could be able to return and punish that Genji for you. So basically, you have to play around Discord before. It's very important to dive. If you get discorded and you don't have like a Zarya or D.Va, which you don't in this case, you kind of have to really respect it. You're at a much lower effective HP, and you want to line of sight it as fast as you can and force him to put it on someone else, especially if you're a soldier, because you're such a valuable hero in this patch.
I might have to swap here. Getting absolutely dicked on by dive. They're focusing me first. 60 on ult.
If you're gonna go...
We need to help push out at once here. We also need to use res. We need to go now if we're gonna contest. Alright, never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch off to D.Va when I die.
Okay.
Getting my shields. Getting fucking dove first.
We need to
Mercy's not
deal
use
because I
res
think the
at all.
monkey's like one hand.
Monkey's top right. The monkey's half. Fucking flankers just keep getting picked.
Oh, careful.
Monkey bubble's almost down. I have visor.
That's happening.
I guess I can go over this real
I
quick.
can't fucking.
Kind of just missed it. So I think right about here, your Genji dies, and you say
Fucking flankers just keep getting picked.
that your flankers keep getting picked. So basically, while the cart's just coming through this gate, it takes a long time to get through this gate and all the way up. I think you're actually in a really passive position. Like, no one has a reason to be where you're looking. They can just sit behind the payload and push it all the way up, and they get a lot of free space. And they essentially turn this point into 1.5 fights. They only have to win one fight, and then they kill you when you're running out of spawn. When it's all the way around this corner already. So I think you actually want to be in a more aggressive position here, so that you can help your flankers. I think that when your flankers are going in, they're kind of doing it with the attitude of they're going to get some follow up. They're going to get some extra damage. There will be some other pressure from other heroes from their teammates, and they won't have to maybe play as safe. So if your flankers are getting picked a lot, it might be because either your teammates or you're not helping them enough with your own pressure. I think if you're on this high ground that's opposite from you, you'll be able to maybe burst the Winston bubble down a lot faster and help your Genji get the execute on a Zenyatta, for example. So yeah, I think that in this point, you can definitely play more aggressive right after the cap.
Oh, careful.
Monkey bubble's almost down.
Looks like just now used his bubble, so that
I
wasn't
visor,
actually
I
a
visor.
factor.
Damn.
Let's get back to the Tracer.
I can't fucking do anything against that.
Yeah, I'm contesting the payload. I'm on payload, guys. I'm delaying them a little bit. Okay, let's focus our Zenyatta. Zenyatta's slow. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, they're all dead.
Let's watch this.
Right.
Genji, going hero mode.
It's a meaty clip.
Zen's dead. Zarya's chunked. Fuck.
They group. Deal for when monkey goes home.
Oh my.
Okay, I'm gonna go back real quick. I'm just gonna say this real quick. You've got the really common Tracer habit of blinking or using a blink after each clip or reload. All you have to do is really realize that you simply don't have to blink if you're not at risk of taking damage or if no one's even looking at you. Zarya and Winston are both looking forward, diving deep, while you're behind them, like unloading into the Zarya. You can use this open window that they're giving you to recharge blinks while firing at the Zarya. What ends up happening is that the Zarya finally does turn her attention to you, but you have one blink to use or to utilize to dodge her shit and finish her off. And what ends up happening is that the Genji comes also and finishes you with your little blinks as well. And you don't even get the kill on Zarya, she just walks away. So let's go back. I'll show you the blinks that I'm talking about. That's not far enough.
Zen's dead. Zarya's
Right
chunked.
here, there's a blink. There's a blink. Like, she wasn't even looking at you.
What?
Now she's looking at you, and you blink into the wall.
They group. Deal
So you
for
can't
when
finish her.
monkey goes home.
Oh my god.
And this Genji owns you with a headshot.
Holy shit. Fuck me, dude. I thought I hit that
Someone's
fucking
behind.
And this round is basically over now, because like I said earlier, they only had to win 1.5 fight. Now you guys are just going to be staggering in. You don't get a proper reset.
Come on, monkey. Monkey's half. Genji has no dash. Jesus Christ, guys. I'm hacked. I'm fucking gone.
GG LMFAO. Classic. Alright, I'm going to skip to the next round here.
But try not to use your
I'll follow you
matrix
guys.
below half. Try to save it a little bit.
Okay,
Okay.
for
And when the
DQ.
Winston dives our healers, we'll pass that. Because we don't have.
We
health
kill their
for-
healers first.
Yeah, we have to.
Okay, so it's a race.
Yep.
Yeah, basically. That's right, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go cave. Let me know when you're about to
Okay.
dive top.
Alright. I'm ready. Whenever you are.
I don't think I can get over there with the Sombra. I'm ready.
Yeah, Discord is on me. Okay, I'm off it.
Before we even get to this next part, I'm just going to go over this little trick you use that will help you
Sombra.
attacking
I'm ready.
this diner here.
Discord is on me. Okay,
Let's see if I can
I'm off
pause it at the right time. Okay. This ramp right in front of you, you can walk up this ramp a little bit and actually blink onto the green ledge that's on the right side of the diner. So right to your left, there's this ledge, and you can blink onto it from the ramp. This will save blinks and put you into a close range much faster than if you were to go all the way around. And you can also jump up onto the diner from that ledge too, if you have the space to, but you didn't anyway, so okay. But saving blinks and being able to sync the dive is going to be pretty important. It's just a little trick. Walk
Who you
up
want? Who
here,
you want? Who you want, dog?
and you get Helix. So, there's a lot of stuff here. It seems like when you get to your position, you immediately just start shooting at the tanks, and you're waiting for a target call. What you should be doing, instead of like waiting for that target call, is just take an extra second. You don't have to rush or anything. Just look for their backline heroes, like the soldier. Here, let's see if I can get the frame here, where you can get a good view. Oh no.
Who you want? Who you
Right here. There's the Zarya and the Winston in front. And there's an Ana, a Zen, and a Soldier kind of like really near each other, and the Sombra's off to the side somewhere. So what you can do is just focus on the backline immediately. Look for them and shoot at them. Even if all you do is just damage them a little tiny bit, they'll be like, oh, there's a Tracer to my right. It'll draw their attention towards you. It'll bait cooldowns like Biotic Grenade, Biotic Station, like the heal station, the Helix, and Sleep Dart. And it also, if you bait these cooldowns, it's going to make your divers have a much easier time. They're not going to get anti-healed. They're not going to get slept. Their bubble's not going to get owned by a Helix rocket. It's going to make their jobs a lot easier too. I think that no matter what the target call is, it's always going to be better to go for the healers, because rather than trying to brute force a kill through all of their heals and all of their damage. You'll be potentially doing like an equal amount of damage to the Zarya. Oh shit, I skipped a part. Let's say your team wants to try diving the Zarya. Let's say they call the Zarya and they want to try diving her. You'll potentially do an equal amount of damage to the Zarya by taking away her heals and taking away the damage that's going onto the Winston bubble by distracting their backline. Instead of shooting her, running up to her and shooting her at the risk of your life, and turning your backline to the soldier. The longer that you live with Tracer, your effectiveness overall will like exponentially increase. It's really important. Like if you never die with Tracer, if you're just annoying, you don't even have to get any kills. If you just live, you don't have to have the best aim in the world. You just are really good at living and harassing. Then you'll be many times more effective. So if you look at the death cam here,
Who you want, dog? When you dive,
right
follow your
here,
target.
the Winston actually re-engages. He waits out the Biotic Grenade because it was used defensively to keep their tanks alive, and he re-engages on the Zen, who overextended because he got a little aggressive after the pick on you, and the Winston lands right onto him. If you were still alive, that's almost a guaranteed kill. With your damage combined with the Winston damage onto a Zenyatta, and potentially a one fight. But the second you died, this fight was over.
Yeah, there was Sombra's discorded, simply. Yeah, it's like Sombra weak.
Call out your target next time. I didn't know who to focus.
Yeah, I was trying to find who's discorded.
There was so much damage.
Also, I didn't really see much of it this game. Mostly because I don't think the Zen was living very long at all. But you're always going to be if you want to do damage, if you do want to focus targets, and their backline, it's maybe like missing heroes, or you don't even know where they are. Focusing Discord targets, it's going to be really good. But like I said, I didn't see it much that game. There are many Discords here. It could be one of the biggest reasons you lost, but I wouldn't worry about it too much.
I mean, I think we just dive the soldier here. We ought to win. See what they did to me.
Alright, here we go.
Rediving.
Okay, we're gonna jump the soldier. Or, hey,
Soldier
there's
half.
Zenyatta's discorded actually. Zenyatta's low.
Zenyatta's
low.
dead.
Okay. I'm about to die soon.
Can we get the soldier? The soldier's one. Soldier's dead.
Sorry, in the back line, killing.
I'm on Winston. Winston's half.
Yeah, Zarya's
Winston's
discorded.
lit.
Guys, to the back line.
Winston's dead. Wait, alright. I'm gonna come deal with this fucking. Okay.
Nice, okay.
I was just trying to sit on cart there. Sorry. I should've come sooner.
I can.
Pretty much everything that
Can we dive
went
the
on in
soldier?
that
Can we dive
fight
the
was
soldier?
really good.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you played it really well.
Actually,
Tomber's one. Not anymore. 3-1.
yeah, help on the point.
Soldier's one. There we go. Anna's dead. I'm on Zen. Zen's dead.
Nice, okay.
Tomber's lit. Tomber's one. Hey, Winston's dead. Tomber's dead. I need help with Zarya on cart, please.
Sorry,
Alright, I'm almost there, man.
Soldier's there too.
Yeah, I need heals. I have 20 health. Thank you. Alright, I'm get on soldier. Get on soldier. Get on soldier. Soldier.
Yeah, soldier's low.
Soldier's dead. I'm on Zarya.
I got slept.
Nice. And it's one. Alright, fuck.
Okay, so really small thing. Just be mindful of your cooldowns and your HP. Your recall was actually it was on cooldown and it came back up. You probably didn't notice it because you were focused on securing the kill. But you were chilling on like half HP against the high energy Zarya and Ana, and those two combined can one shot you from full HP. So basically, value your life. Pay attention. Cooldowns, HP. Life is always going to be more important than finishing off those kills.
Zarya's weak to left.
Like this Zarya probably would have died. Lived.
Alright, we got both support ults here. I think we need to save trans for grab and we can engage with this here. Alright, let's call targets. Zarya's half. Let's get the Zen in the back. Zen's one.
Shield
I'm low, I'm low.
I got their supports distracted in the back.
Yeah, they're constantly putting their Discord orb on me, so
Yep.
I'm melting like crazy.
Monkey.
Shield.
Alright, let him burn. No ult.
The monkey's good.
You got bubbles. Save. Alright, come on. Through here. Dive their Zen. He's up top gas.
Alright.
Their Ana's lit up top. Can we dive her?
I'm
There's
down.
one.
Very good.
Nice.
That's
Yeah, good fix there.
shield.
Good fix there.
I think I'm the only one here.
I didn't have much for this whole section.
6 HP. I'm not getting fucking healed.
And
Yep.
okay, coming up here. I think for this next like 40 seconds, minute, I don't remember. You spend too much time focused on the Zarya and the point, which we'll see. Here, just pay
Oh
attention.
boy. Somber's lit. She just wasted EMP. That's good. That's fucking great.
So
Zarya's
Zarya's
one.
here. This is fine. You bait her personal and then you go for the pulse bomb. Which is like really good. And then once it doesn't work out, look at where this Ana is. She's in the middle of the street. The Zen is coming back from spawn. Like she's alone there.
Okay, I got hacked.
Fucking Christ.
Help,
I'm beating this
help,
bitch
help,
hard.
Lucio.
Somber behind.
Yeah, there are
Thomas
monkeys
lit.
discorded.
Bubble goes to the Sombra. Okay. So again, with the backline, execution is not even necessary. All you have to do is draw the attention. You draw the Ana's attention. You can draw the Zarya's attention. You can force the Zarya player to feel like she has to bubble her Ana because you're damaging her. You don't even have to put her low. Like you just hit her, and the Zarya will also try and kill you to try and get you away from the Ana. This would take and the Zen is going to come back. He's going to come back on the wood. We're going to see him soon. Oh, shit. Pressed the wrong button. Or were we? Zen's going to come back here. There he is. And he cleans up the fight with his discords. That's it. Now you blink away. But what you would have accomplished by going for that Ana there. You would have taken away the Ana's healing, Zarya's damage, the Zarya's projected bubble. She would have felt like she had to bubble the Ana, and the Zen would have came back and immediately harmonied the Ana because you were on her. That's a super valuable trade, even if you fucking die eventually. If you live for a solid 15, 20 seconds and then you die, that's a super worth a trade. It's just something to be mindful of in the middle of fights. You don't always have to shoot like what's in front of you. Just kind of take a step back, even if you fucking go sit behind a wall and think like, okay, who's alive? You know, what can I do? Where can I pass through to get to this backline here? Just think about it and keep in mind that those trades are really good. Backline is always going to be super important. Applying that pressure on Tracer is huge. That's all I really have for this VOD. I'm gonna let it play through. As for the overall general things, I think your hero picks are all fine for the situations, and I think it comes down to like making maximum use of each hero's kit, with their abilities, your positioning, and knowing how much you can get away with. For example, if you improve the like basic mechanics of your Tracer with everything like tracking, link management, positioning, target priority, they're all things that you can always improve. You're gonna find that you can get away with like way more aggressive plays, and anyone who tries to stop you will be punished for it. Whether they try and kill you and you kill them, like a Zenyatta, or they spend their time on you, like a Zarya. A Zarya can waste a lot of time looking at Tracers and right-clicking at them, just taking their time away. They'll be punished for your aggressive plays. I think you played very passively on Soldier and Tracer here. But that's about it. And then regarding tracking or aiming in general, I think it is a factor here. And I think it's always going to be a factor, no matter if it's a pro player or silver player's VOD that I'm watching here. It can always be improved, the absolute limit. And you just kind of have to recognize it. Like, if you can't easily make large movements or micro movements with your cursor, you can identify it and adjust it accordingly. So, what I saw here, I don't remember where it was actually. 6? No. 5? No. Up here, a little earlier, there's a Winston that jumps away, and you can actually see the micro movements of your tracking. They're quite a bit off. It looks like you're like over aiming. Each adjustment that you make, the smallest adjustment is actually going a little too far in each of your mouse movements. So it kind of looks like you're struggling with micro tracking rather than large mouse movements. Like I think your Tracer 180s were fine. So it might be that your sensitivity is higher than what you're going to want if you want to be playing tracking heroes. And you're usually going to find a good mix. You want to be able to do those 180s consistently, and you also want to be able to do micro tracking. Once you find that midpoint, then you're gonna want to keep that sensitivity no matter what. Some days you're gonna feel like, oh, the sensitivity sucks. You know, I have to change it. And if you can comfortably do micro tracking and the macro movements, you don't have to change it. You just stick to it and you consistently use it, and it'll improve over time. So yeah, that's basically all I had. I know this is a long video. If anyone who's not corrupted is watching this, thanks for watching. I can do other VOD reviews, fully down. It's not a big deal. I'll do it for anyone. Scrims are also really good. For example, if this VOD was from a scrim, I could go over a lot more things like team play and comms. Like comms are so huge. Your comms are pretty good, but obviously there's you can always improve comms too. They're way more important in scrims than in. So yeah. That's all I had. See you guys.